The Bolivian Revolution by Savannah Wallace. Many things contributed to the start of the Bolivian Revolution. Distress first started out when an important revolutionary figure was having trouble getting elected. People claimed that he didn't have enough votes to be elected, so they instead chose to put the junta, a powerful military group, in charge of the nation. They were highly against any revolutionary acts. Victor Paz Estonsoro, the revolutionary candidate that should have been elected, is shown here. The ruling of this military group caused some discomfort among the people. They were unhappy with the power of the junta, as they did not give them benefits. They were reluctant to increase taxes, and industries declined, and as well the lower classmen were suffering. The miners and the peasants were a big part of this unsatisfied group of people, as the miners demanded the rehiring of workers, a larger salary, and other advantages. The peasants were against the government, as land management became out of control. This goes into stage 1 as the government begins to lose control over its people. This led into the creation of the MNR, which was a national revolutionary movement. It was one of the most successful and widely supported groups during the revolution. The MNR fought for a democratic government, factionalism, ideological differences, open dissent, and benefits for the people. The MNR had support from white-collar workers, blue-collar workers, and even a lot of upperclassmen and lowerclassmen, and all of the classes joined together. This goes into stage 2 as the people declared their intent to start to overthrow the government with the creation of the MNR. Going into stage 3 with the actual spark, the revolution wasn't started until when the MNR attacked against the junta government and were successfully able to overthrow their government, going into stage 4 with the taking down of the government. Immediately after winning, the people set to work. The miners created the COB, which would give them better work, higher salaries, rehired workers, and better stores. After the government completed these changes, the economy of Bolivia began to fail. They had to rely on income from the United States through tin industries to keep from going bankrupt. This goes into stage 5 as after the government was overthrown, it starts to fail. Soon, the new president, Siles Zasuos, caused instability in the MNR and COB with the creation of his new plans. After 12 years of the existence of the MNR, it had finally begun to fail at keeping the benefits the people had fought for. Many years later, in 1964, the revolution eventually came to an end with the establishment of the dictatorship of Ovando and Barrientos. There were many short-term effects of the revolution, one being the many small, violent battles that started as people continued to try to retaliate against the government and to fight for the benefits that they had always been fighting for. And with the long-term effects, almost 60 years later, some lower-class people of Bolivia are still struggling, but have accepted that the reignition of the wishes of the MNR aren't going to be anytime soon. This goes into stage 6, as the people of Bolivia are at peace and are living without war. Thank you, and goodbye.